see an increase in your medical insurance rates this year?
We didn't see a rate going into 2019-20, no. That more and more of our employees are paying into their insurance.
Yeah,
They're
I
paying
know.
into, we have more tier 6 offices now, police offices, which will pay into their pension. for the
Yeah,
rest
but
of
I mean,
their
just in
career.
general, the insurance companies have, I've seen, you checked into New Windsor, I think theirs went up over 15%. Town of Newburgh went up substantially, where their increases were, and I'm taking a memory guess here, but $300,000 or $400,000 to their budget. And it was all due, and supposedly next year, the insurance rates could go as high as 20%. So even though the guys are, people are kicking in, it's gonna be $40,000-$50,000 a guy for insurance.
One more quick, James, 135,000 grant, and the grant from Phil for 250,000, that's for the inclusive playground.
Yes.
Right, and the 135, it just seems like we keep seeing that doubled in, like,
We
And a
didn't
couple
use
places.
it, we didn't receive it.
right, but we
Okay.
keep hearing, we have all these grants.
Well, we
Yes.
also got a $3 million grant from the state of $3.2 million grant from the state of New York for our wastewater.
Right,
So we took a $13 million project down to $10 million.
right, which
Okay.
we have to start paying
Which,
back.
yes, we have that, we'll be paying that back in 2021, over the next 30 years. Okay,
And so-
that project is on time and on budget.
But, I'm just thinking, because
I
our
know.
kids are buying houses in the village, longevity for a sewer plant is 20 years. We're paying that over 30, so in 20 years,
We really didn't have a choice on that wastewater plant.
are we addressing the water issue over in Woodfield?
The runoff, stormwater? Yeah, that's part of our DEC consent. Okay, it's being addressed as we're talking
And
here.
storm drains on, when we put the curbing in on Decker, those storm drains are all in good shape?
Yes, they were repaired prior to the curbing going in. Before we
What was
paved
that-
them,
What was that cost?
it's part of the DPW.
Yeah, but I think that was the ones that were lined and sleeved before. That
No,
was
that's
part
the
of it.
mains you're talking
Yeah.
about. The mains or the catch basins? I'm sorry. I should have
Um,
asked that.
I'm not an engineer, I don't know.
Okay.
Things where the water goes in.
Yeah, it's catch basins.
So which kind of water?
Yeah.
Groundwater or clear water?
Now, we are going to be
Sewer main.
paving,
Sewer
main.
It was the sewer main, so that's where your IMI is coming from.
Yeah.
We are
But
going
Decker
to
was
be
done
paving
before us.
Decker.
Yeah, Pat did that over,
We are going to
During
be
Dave's
I'm
paving
having all the videos and everything.
yeah.
Smith Court. We are going to be probably paving Constitution. What is the Constitution, or Continental?
Are you still going out?
What's the cul-de-sac?
Did you
Hayes.
borrow the 2 million?
Hayes and Hayes? We did not,
You did
at this
not.
point, yes.
You did not.
Next
Only
year.
because of, if we had received it, we would be paying interest on that.
True.
So we put that off
Did
until
approve it though.
this spring.
Yeah, but we didn't take the money because we didn't want to pay interest on it. We didn't pay.
Well, I mean, every financial person you listen to is saying, do not borrow money. Save, budget carefully, and save and plan for things. I mean, you really can't encumber any more debt with the sewer plant. And that's a big nut.
And you'll see in their road grant, that's money that we're going to be applying to Emerson and Secord.
Do you have that as revenue, on the revenue side, all these grants that you haven't received yet?
Both.
Yeah.
You have to have expense and
Yeah,
revenue.
the
No, I get that, but I'm just saying, I mean, I'm hoping we get it, but I don't know.
Well, we're not going to be doing anything if we don't get it,
Right,
okay? We're not going to expend money that we don't have. I think that was done already.
I don't know,
I don't know, but,
I don't know.
you know, I just want to take the time right now to, and I said it at the last meeting, and I'll say it again at the next meeting, to thank the board for, as well as all the department heads, for watching our money. Okay? Really endless conversations, endless hours of conversation, whether or not we should do something as opposed to not doing something, and what's the benefit of the village. And if you look at the first sheet, or the last sheet, I'm sorry, of the A fund, it's $1 million. Okay, so it's close to 1/5. I know we have 2 months to go, but close to 1/5 savings over from last year's budget. So we came in as a board saying that we're going to make Washingtonville fiscally the way it should be. And this board has done that, as well as department heads, and so I applaud you.
For the village hall renovations, Joe, how are you gonna, you have $275,000 budgeted for that, how are you
Right.
proposing to?
We're going
Get that
to
money.
sell the police station,
Mhm.
and if that police station brings in $300,000, then that's the money that we will be using for that. If it's $125,000, then we have to reconsider other alternatives.
So you have to sell it before you would build for them? Is
Yeah.
that the plan?
We have to get it appraised.
Right.
Right now in the market is $275,000 on the Orange County website. So that's really where we got that number from.
Yeah.
But that we can't keep throwing money into that building, it's not worth it anymore. It's too small, number one.
How are you gonna handle parking here with,
We're gonna have multi-level parking garages
okay,
outside, we'll have parking
they
rods.
have a new car sales thing where it's
retail.
like a vending machine.
I saw that, yes.
It goes up, I couldn't believe it.
Now, we're going to be having
I know, I
parking,
saw it.
having parking out
Great.
front. Okay,
How's that
Because-
gonna be with the zoning?
Actually, if you look at the plans, it had that originally.
yeah,
didn't it?
I think the original plan did have parking.
And it doesn't apply to the village.
Only when you put the second story in.
I think we
I don't know
looked
if
into
he-
that, and it didn't apply
I'm
to
not
the
sure if that
village.
ever passed.
Yeah, I don't know if it
Whatever.
really applies to the village, but of course we want to apply,
Yeah.
you know, we want to,
Well, we should be
Comply.
the example for the,
we should be. We should be.
maybe we can work something out with the behind,
Oppenheimer.
whatever.
We got a valet system.
Yeah.
You and I could park cars. I'm gonna be retired, and we get here early, and,
I've time.
yeah.
I've time.
I
There
stand
you go.
corrected on the Blooming Grove, they're losing $51,573 in aid money.
Right, so that has to come up, somewhere they have to make that up. Did they included it in their
I
budget?
guess, but this just came out.
What happened?
What was that number?
I'm sorry.
The aid money, $51,573.
I'm sorry, what was that for?
Aim.
Ames.
Ames, okay. Yeah.
Now, there's a village in, I think Ulster County. I wanna say Highland maybe, close to 78,000.
Yeah.
So hopefully Albany says, you know what, are we kidding ourselves? Let's give these people,
Good luck.
I know, but we can only hope.
For the revenue, I see parking income,
Yes.
what are we proposing there? Tolls?
Tolls on 208-94.
Nice.
Again,
208 bridge.
we could do that as soon as we finish parking the cars, we could collect tolls.
That's very good.
We'd be better off
$5 a
scanning and
car.
doing a can and, you know.
We could. We're looking at a metering system, a
Okay.
pay station,
Where?
the old village hall.
Oh,
And municipal law.
and the municipal law, as soon as we figure out what's ours.
well, that's not gonna be too good for the business down
It
there.
doesn't hurt the business, it's that,
It doesn't
we've
hurt the
looked at
business, it's the
studies.
notion of wanting it.
It doesn't
Actually,
hurt them at all.
Parking
It
meters,
helps them.
Well, a lot
Help
of those
businesses.
spots don't even belong to the village.
That's
Yeah.
what he said, we have to find out, figure out what's
Right.
ours.
Actually, no, the dance studio takes more than they're supposed to. When that was
Right.
created, they got
You're
6
gonna have,
spots.
you're gonna have a hoopla of a,
yeah. They could hoopla as long as they put the money in the machine.
One more thing about medical insurance.
Yes.
I didn't look at the numbers, but one thing that really helps the police department this year, we have 3 employees. We've never had this in the past. They do a health insurance buyout. They get paid a small fraction for not taking the health insurance because their spouses get it. So for 3 employees not to take it, 3 full-timers out of 15, that's a huge cost.
yeah,
Plus, we hired 5 or 6 last year that now all pay into the health insurance. So I think
What's
that
the percentage,
kudos
Yeah.
to,
the percentage of
what they pay? The percentage of their annual salary?
the base
No,
salary.
it's not their annual salary.
I meant the base salary, I'm
base
sorry,
salary.
base.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And the insurance buyouts of, so,
1,700.
the town does that too,
Yeah,
when I
so-
worked there, yeah.
you know, we never had an employee before do it, now we have 3 employees doing it, so that alone saves
That's great.
a lot.
Yeah,
That's nice that they're willing to pay in,
they're used to doing it, that's the whole deal.
yeah.
Most of these guys work full-time to get a, police department job, but they've had other jobs where they're already paying, so
Right.
they don't feel it's,
And YPD pays
Problem.
over there, is another
Yeah.
one problem up here.
Any other questions?
Any other questions?
Um, Again, highway and streets, obviously it's a very important thing for everyone in the village. Again, I would ask if the board has done any kind of comparative cost analysis on shared services with that, surrounding towns for Windsor as well as Blooming Grove, to see if we can't cut down some of these costs. And I see that there was a grant in here. Has that been already approved in the state budget, or is that pending?
Which one is that? The
$100,000
The
road
same,
grant.
the same thing. That's what I just said, that
It's been applied but not approved,
it's been approved by the Senate.
but not the Assembly,
I'm sorry, the Assembly.
but not by the Senate. And that would be
So
in
that
next
money's
year's
been-
state budget,
that
because
money's
this
been set
budget's
aside.
already been passed for the state.
Right now, I'm looking into talking with EFC, Environmental Facility Corporation, people that are funding our sewer plant for grants for water. Okay, right now, the water system under Emerson and Secord is transite pipe, which needs to be taken up. We can't use any of that grant money for that. I have to apply to EFC for that money. I had a meeting with them probably 2 weeks ago, and they'll be working with us closely.
can you also include Patricia?
That's another one too.
Yeah.
Depending on
I'll
how
leave that
much,
out.
how much money. I was told at the meeting that there's billions of dollars for water. So, if they're lying to me, I just lied to you.
Oh, there's billions. This is not coming.
Like a lot of them.
Well, what's good about Washingtonville right now in EFC is the fact that we're doing a project. Okay? There's plenty of projects that they have up there that will never get complete because they just kept on putting it off, and they're still putting it off. So we're actually doing the project. So right now, the village looks pretty good in the eyes of EFC. You had another question, I know what you're thinking.
The other thing I was thinking of, is our building inspector paid directly to the village, or is a reimbursement to the town of Blooming Grove, since it's a shared service?
We actually pay Blooming Grove.
You pay the town, you don't pay her directly. And is there a required number of hours she's to work each week? And she's answered called me back after hours. I'm just curious if there's particular hours that she's supposed to put to village work, or is it just a per job thing?
Whenever,
No,
something.
no,
It's in the IMA, she does one 7-hour shift as a code enforcement officer, and then
9 hours. 9 hours.
9 hours as building inspector.
Okay, all right, because the Rieger project is probably just about over. I don't think they have that many lots left in
She's
there.
No,
She's
there's-
got
there's
enough work
significant-
to do in South Blooming Grove, guaranteed.
Pardon?
So she also does South Blooming Grove.
Oh, I understand, I'm just figuring those hours would probably be less needed as Rieger's project ends up, because just not as much new
There's a lot going
construction.
on with, there is a lot going on in the village.
Yeah, there is.
Still, I mean, just with additions.
Oh, yeah.
permits,
Additions,
things like
remodels.
that, yeah.
I'm not, I think the Rieger project may be 60% complete. I don't think it would be more than that, but I can get that number.
I could call Rieger too, and.
Yeah, but I think there's a lot more than we think.
It was 70-some homes, right?
Yeah, yeah, but they've been banging them out.
No, I know, but I
Maybe a
mean,
month for the
yeah.
past.
Speaking of homes being built, have you addressed the New Windsor Board at all?
We have not, you're talking about the,
Well, the,